I born and grew up in North Carolina, northeastern North Carolina, in a little place called Ahoskie. Ahoskie is 5,000 people. Still today, we have about 5,000 people. It's near the Virginia line, so it's not that far from Suffolk, Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia, that area. So that's where I grew up. Totally segregated life until, wow, totally segregated. I left after high school, went to college for a couple of years, moved to Washington, D.C., and then it wasn't until I moved to California, to Los Angeles in the early 1970s was the first time that I was in an integrated classroom. So that's the kind of childhood I had. Went to an all-black high school in Ahoskie, North Carolina, all black school teachers. So I was not accustomed to having white school teachers prior to that. I moved to Las Vegas in 1992. Moved here because in Los Angeles at the time, we had the Rodney King riots. And at that time, I was working for the NAACP. Offices were located in an area of the city where some of the fires took place. And one day I was out on my lunch hour and I was caught in a swarm of people raiding shops in this wonderful little area of Leimert Park. And I sat in my car and I thought about it. And I said, 22 years, maybe it's just time to leave. So I had been to Las Vegas a couple of times, knew that the cost of living was much less. So I came here, and after a couple of years of finding myself, I called UNLV, and I decided that I wanted to go back to school. So I called UNLV, and I talked to this woman in the history department, and she taught women's history. Her name was Joanne Goodwin, and she told me the difference between women's studies and women's history. And I said, I want to learn more about women's history. And so that's how I started on this journey to get a little more education. Came back to school late in life. And it was at a time at UNLV that we were learning to do oral history. So learned that skill, that art, and it paid off.